This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, a day after passing the Senate, the House voted in favor of adopting a statewide paid family medical leave program.
LD 1964 passed the House in a 79-65 vote. Following its passing, bill sponsors Representative Kristen Cloutier and Senator Maddie Daughtry released a statement saying this is an example of a good faith compromise. Now, despite passing, another vote was called by Republican Representative Richard Bradstreet in an attempt to adopt an amendment that would allow paid family medical leave to be voluntary for businesses to participate in. That was rejected in a 77-63 vote. LD 1964 will now head to the Maine Appropriations and Financial Affairs Committee to await funding before heading to Governor Mills' desk.
A bill has been passed by the Maine House and Senate with supermajorities that would allow Maine's Wabanaki tribes to access federal laws, but that bill is still not guaranteed to become law. Devin Dagnall explains.
On Wednesday, both chambers of the Maine legislature passed LD 2004 with supermajorities. It's also known as an act to restore access to federal laws beneficial to Wabanaki nations. The bill does just as its name suggests. It will allow tribal nations of Maine to access federal laws that have been inaccessible to them since the 1980s due to the Maine Land Claim Settlement Act and the Maine Implementing Act.
There have been over 150 laws that either flat out have been objected to by the state of Maine, or there's been a lot of ambiguity. So these are things like the Stafford Act applying for federal emergency assistance. So there have been, a barrier to accessing resources for our communities because we're either unclear on if we can access these federal rights, or the state of Maine has come in and told us that we couldn't.
Penobscot Nation Tribal Ambassador Mullion Bryant states support and education has been fierce from both sides of the aisle, citing House Speaker Rachel Talbot Ross and House Minority Leader Billy Bob Folkingham as champions of the bill. Bryant says she believes support for the bill is so strong because it's not just about the tribal nations, it's about the state as a whole.
When our tribal communities are doing better, we will lift up the surrounding communities, and that's where a lot of these lawmakers have come from.
Despite its strong backing, the bill has been met with dissent from Governor Janet Mills, who many expect to veto the bill. Multiple attempts were made to contact the governor's office to discuss her stance on the bill, but we received no comment.
Every other tribe in the country has rights like we are seeking, and they work well with the states in a lot of cases under the kind of conditions that we're proposing. So I think together we can get over a lot of these fears and really, modernize this agreement and help all of Maine prosper.
Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, for the first time in 2 years, the U.S. Senate Appropriations Committee held a markup session to consider everything from funding our military to health care for veterans and agriculture research. Maine Senator Susan Collins is vice chairman of the Appropriations Committee. She said while she is pleased an agreement was reached to prevent what she says would have been a catastrophic default, she remains concerned the defense funding for fiscal year 2024 is inadequate to meet the security challenges our nation faces. Collins said the across-the-board cuts that could occur if 12 of the appropriations bills aren't passed by the end of the year are even more problematic.
We must continue to make progress in advancing the annual appropriations process in order to avoid a shutdown, a year-end omnibus, or damaging across-the-board funding cuts.
The bill approved by the Senate Appropriations Committee allocates more than $554 million for military projects in Maine, including more than $9 million for the Maine National Guard. The bill also includes $4.5 million for libraries in Millinocket, Machias, and Orono. That bill now awaits consideration by the full Senate and House.
In other news tonight, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office has made what they're calling a dangerous drug trafficking arrest in Exeter. They searched a residence on the Exeter Road at approximately 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. Officials say they found a substantial amount of suspected fentanyl, a firearm, and drug proceeds. 67-year-old Carl Sprague was arrested. He's charged with aggravated trafficking of scheduled drugs and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person.
A very close call for some people riding in an Amish buggy this week in the town of Somerville. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Department says one person received minor injuries after the buggy was sideswiped by a passing car. It happened just before 8 o'clock Monday morning on Route 17 in Somerville. Deputies say a Jeep Compass being driven by a 24-year-old Friendship woman tried to pass the buggy but ended up striking the left rear wheel, causing it to dislodge. A passenger in the buggy suffered minor scrapes, but no one else was hurt, including the horse pulling the buggy.
There have been ongoing discussions in Bar Harbor about whether there should be a limit on cruise ship passengers allowed to disembark into town. So when an American Cruise Line's 170-passenger ship showed up without notice to the town or the harbor master, it was not well received. The encounter took place back on June 15th when the ship called the American Constitution entered Bar Harbor waters without a confirmed reservation. Now, according to the interim town manager, the cruise line knowingly took this action over the express objections of the town and in violation of the memorandum of agreement. Town officials usually would welcome a ship of this size to come to port, but without an agreed reservation that would have been made by January 15th of this year, it's understood that the cruise ship would not have been welcome.
Really unfortunate that they weren't able to make those reservations in a timely manner, because the town, those are the cruise ships that, the smaller ones that are, we've really encouraged here.
The American Cruise Lines has 15 to 20 dates scheduled in Bar Harbor this year. The harbor master is investigating the matter and could issue a notice of violation with some penalty at a further date.
Well, switching gears now, strawberry picking season has begun, and Truergy Family Orchards is kicking it off with their first ever Strawberry Festival this weekend. The festival will include wagon rides, goat cuddling, and of course, strawberry picking.
This is nothing like the strawberries you're going to get in the grocery store. A fresh picked strawberry right off the plant is as good as it gets.
Mid-June to July is prime strawberry picking season, and after some delays, Truergy Family Orchards is ready to open its fields to the public.
Some farmers call them struggle berries, but we've found out how to keep them alive and make them grow well. So we're doing well, but it is a lot of work.
It takes a team worth of harvesters to maintain these 7 acres of strawberries, which they cover with these tarps to protect them from Maine weather.
What we had to learn was what grows best in Maine, because some haven't been very winter well, and they didn't winter well, they didn't grow well through the season.
And they had to delay the season by a week due to recent weather.
We had that 90-degree day, and then we had a whole week of 50 degrees. And strawberries don't really like cold weather. And then we had a lot of rain, a lot of clouds.
They have a variety of strawberries to choose from with unique flavors and sweetness. At the upcoming festival, visitors can find Cavendish, Jewel, and Dickinson.
Our mission here, of course, is to help people connect together in community and to the land through agriculture. And what better way than coming out with friends and family to enjoy a strawberry festival?
Picking will take place until 4 p.m. on Saturday and on Sunday while strawberries last. In Levant, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And much like our Maine blueberries, strawberries go very nicely in pie.
Yes, they
Just
do,
saying.
and all sorts of other desserts. And you know, it's really cool. I'm just learning today that there are all these different varieties of strawberries.
Right, that's not something that you hear a lot about.
No, so really interesting. I'd be intrigued to do a little taste test of each of them and find out which one's my favorite.
We're all about the taste testing.
Yes,
here.
we are.
Indeed. All right, well, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see if the upcoming weather is strawberry friendly.
Hey, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Thursday. Your first weather is brought to you by Slebo's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest for over 70 years. And let's talk about this. Wasn't it a gorgeous day today? 78 here in Bangor, 82 Millinocket, 71 for Bar Harbor. We'll take it, and we will do it again tomorrow before some changes get in here on Saturday into Sunday. Lots of clear skies out there for us today, just brilliant sunshine all day long. But we did lose 2 seconds of daylight today as we are now past the summer solstice, and now there's some more rain showers on the way. Not tonight, not tomorrow, but tomorrow night into Saturday. With this system here and that system there, will combine to bring us another long duration rain event this weekend into early parts of next week. For tonight, though, lots of clear skies out there, low temperatures down near 50. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Jeff. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, Food and Wine magazine has ranked the Herman Dysarts as having the best truck stop food in the nation. No surprise there.
And parking in Bar Harbor could see some major changes. Our David Ledford will have the details right after the break.
Why choose Kubota for your new compact tractor? All the options in the market can make the choice difficult. But don't lock yourself in before you've seen what Kubota can offer. We've been selling reliable tractors in the U.S. for over 50 years. Your Kubota dealer can help you select the right tractor at a price you can afford and then support your purchase after the sale. Stop by your dealer today for a tractor you can count on for years to come.
Visit GoKubota.com today to find your local Kubota dealer.
Spend an evening with James Taylor and his all-star band. The American icon is back on tour, June 27th at Maine Savings Amphitheater. The multiple Grammy Award-winning James Taylor and a night full of his biggest hits. Tickets on sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Spend the night with a friend, James Taylor.
Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Don't miss instant savings on select items up to $1,000 off. And all veterans and active military will receive 10% off their purchase. Plus, get 60-month special financing. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
I got hurt in a car accident, and I've got some questions. Can a lawyer start working on my case for no money up front?
I answer car accident questions like these every day. Call the twos. We win for you.
Call 222-2222.
You didn't live this strong, this long, to get put on the shelf like a porcelain doll. But 1 out of 2 women over 50 will suffer a fracture from osteoporosis. You should know you can build new bone with Evenity for postmenopausal women with osteoporosis at high risk for fracture. Ask your doctor if you can do more than just slowing down bone loss with Evenity. Want stronger bones? Then build new bone. Evenity can help in just 12 months. Evenity is proven to reduce spine fracture risk by 73%.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a cardiovascular problem. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions and low blood calcium have occurred. Tell your doctor about jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred.
Don't let a break put you on a shelf. Talk to your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Starting next month, visitors to Bar Harbor can expect to pay more to park in certain areas. Our David Ledford has the important details.
Starting July 1st, motorists in Bar Harbor will see a fee increase when parking downtown and in public parking lots. Currently, parking spaces close to the downtown area cost $2 an hour. Next month, those same spots will jump to $4 for the same amount of time. Spaces farther away, now $1.50, will increase to $2 an hour. The Bar Harbor Town Council voted to approve this change Tuesday. Town officials say that one goal of the increase is to minimize traffic.
There's a lot of congestion in the downtown area, and we really want to get the traffic moving and not just people driving around looking for the best parking spot. Freeing up spots in front of businesses so that more people can use those spots.
The length of time paid parking rules are enforced will also increase, now running from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., an hour earlier and later in the day. Officials say another intention of this change is to increase revenue for the town. One resident of nearby Hancock said he was in favor of the decision.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's good for the town. The money that's generated through the parking revenue can assist projects that are good for the town of Bar Harbor.
However, some owners and employees of local businesses spoke out against the increase.
I think if they were going to raise it, they didn't need to double it at the beginning. I think it should be left like it is. We've made a lot of money. The town's made a lot of money with the $2.
I think it's absurd. You have to pay $4 for you to just park somewhere.
It's a little too extreme, $4.
The increase will affect both parking meters and kiosks. Paid parking in Bar Harbor is enforced between May 15th and October 30th of each year. In Bar Harbor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The national publication Food and Wine magazine recently awarded Dysarts in Herman as the #1 truck stop food in America. Doug Banks has the story.
Adding another jewel in their crown, Dysarts was recently voted the best truck stop food in the country by Food and Wine magazine.
It means so much to us, and just seeing everybody each and every day, that's the biggest award that we can get.
Dysarts was built in 1967 on what used to be farmland, coinciding with the construction of I-95.
Everybody thought my grandfather was crazy at that point, and they didn't think he was going to be able to make it work, but he got right off the interstate, and with the big trucking boom and the interstate systems across America, it's worked out beautifully, for sure.
Employees say what makes Dysarts different is that they remain true to their roots, focusing on community and family, and their customers are part of that family.
I like the trucker side of it. People come from all across the country, and I've been thinking about moving for a while, so I get to hear about like all different states and like what's good about it, what's bad about it, and like all different kinds of that. So I'd say the people, yeah.
We try to stick to our roots, but also provide new and exciting things for everybody, and just provide a service that we feel is very important to the community.
And now, more than 50 years since its inception, Dysarts' goal remains the same, offering weary travelers a place to rest while serving delicious Maine foods. In Herman, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
I have enjoyed many a savory meal at Dysarts, and a slice of pie or two as well. And I'd have to tell you that truck stop is a jewel in Maine's crown. That is for sure.
It really is. And one of the first establishments that I heard of when I first moved to Maine, it was like, oh, you got to go check out Dysarts.
Oh, yeah.
Their bread, also amazing, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, 3 words, chicken pot pie. That's all I have to say. All right. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We've got lots to talk about in sports,
including Bangor girls track and field. They have a national champion. We'll hear from the relay team that won it all after the break.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Not bad. Hard.
Someone's chasing you. Oh, that's not good. We need a lock on this.
Sure do.
You keep your family safe from all the things you can see. Spectrum One's advanced Wi-Fi automatically takes care of all the things you can't.
Okay, ready for the second floor?
Because if it's connected, it's protected. Get state-of-the-art security. Get Spectrum One.
Making the time to be together.
Supporting local business.
Starting a college savings plan.
Expanding our brewery.
Buying our first home.
Giving back any way we can.
With big offerings and local bank support, we can help in more ways that really matter.
Every time you shop at Hannaford, you help us promote inclusivity, opportunity,
and a sense of belonging in every store. You help us build a culture where leaders reflect our diverse communities, where veterans forge new career paths, and where our employees and neighbors alike can find their voice. Together, we're not just feeding families, we're strengthening communities. Hannaford Supermarkets, greater than groceries.
Established in 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful gifts for almost 100 years. Whatever the occasion, our premium collection of colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets have warmed hearts for generations. We strongly support the Buy Local movement, purchasing directly from local farms and growers, and we are committed to the preservation of our environment. Bangor Floral, located at 332 Harlow Street. Stop in today to experience a flower shop like no other.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start with the big news. Around 12 o'clock this morning, the Celtics finalizing a three-team trade to receive Kristaps Porzingis from the Washington Wizards, but in turn had to say goodbye to Marcus Smart. Here are the details of the trade. The Memphis Grizzlies get Marcus Smart from the Celtics. Boston receives Porzingis from the Wizards, pick 25 of this year's draft from the Grizzlies, and their 2024 protected first-round pick from the Grizzlies. That's actually the Warriors pick, and it's protected if it's in the top four. As for the Wizards, they get Tyus Jones from Memphis. They get the Celtics' 35th pick, Mike Muscala, and Danilo Gallinari from Boston as well. And now, at least for me, it's a sad day as a Celtics fan. Marcus Smart was drafted to a 25-win team, and during his 9 years in Boston, the Celtics have not missed the playoffs once. He was here with Rajon Rondo, Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker. On the other end, Porzingis is a great get. The 7-footer is coming off of his best season in a long time, playing 65 games, averaging 23 points and 8 boards, and he was one of the best high pick-and-roll defenders as well. That's a place where the Celtics struggled last postseason. So, should be interesting to see next season. Let's move on now. Bangor girls track and field has a national champion, and as our Ryan Sudol reports, the emotion the girls 4x100-meter relay team felt was more than just excitement.
The Bangor anchor closing, and Bangor at the end.
I don't think it's completely sunk in yet that we're national champions.
I was so proud of my team when it happened, and I'm just so excited that we had the opportunity to do this.
The Bangor girls 4x100 team took full advantage of their opportunity at the Nike Outdoor Nationals, becoming national champions in the emerging elite category.
I was just hoping for top 6 so we would medal. Once we won our heat, I was like, maybe we have a chance at this, and then I don't know, it was just amazing.
It looked in doubt in the race's final leg. Trailing by a wide margin, Yukon commit Anna Connors had to pull out all the stops to bring home the gold.
Well, at first when I got at the baton, I looked up at the Jumbotron and I was a little wary about it, but then I remembered that it's Anna Connors.
I wasn't sure till the very end that I was, but I definitely had the mindset of just going out there and doing my best because it's my last year.
But the Rams girls' successes weren't just at the 4x1. They came second in their 4x2 event, and Connors placed 8th in the 400.
It's amazing just having everyone go down there and be able to place. It's great for Bangor.
Plus, that list includes a bunch of underclassmen like Maddie Ty, a rising junior, and Sophia Chase, a sophomore. A huge boost of optimism heading into next year.
I think it shows how strong Bangor can be. I think we'll have a lot more people to come up and build. 2 rising seniors that were on the 4x2, they're coming back. I think that we'd be really good contenders for indoor nationals.
But for Connors and Samantha Erb, whose times with Bangor have come to an end, there's no better way to go out, even with all the emotion that goes with it.
And I'm so glad I got to do it with this team because they're just amazing, and having that be my last race ever here is just great.
I'm so glad that we could go down there and do it together and end that way. I mean, being national champs is amazing, and it's crazy. It's hard to believe.
In Bangor, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. A big congratulations to them. Well, it's all the time we have for sports right now. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Maine Made Relief. Brown-tail moth rash relief is extremely effective in battling the symptoms of rash from the brown-tail moth. Handmade with natural ingredients in Blue Hill, Maine. Buy at www.browntailmoth.com. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about temperatures out there today. 78 here in Bangor, 71 Bar Harbor, 82 the warmest spot in Millinocket today. We'll take it. What a gorgeous day. Tomorrow, same thing, followed by some big change on the way. This weekend, the wind out of the northwest today, but it's switching out of the west-southwest throughout the afternoon. Mostly out of the south right now across our region, and that will continue tonight into tomorrow. It's also ushering in some allergies. If you're sniffling and sneezing, this could be a reason why, because tree pollen is in the moderate to high category right now. Grass is moderate, weed and mold still okay, but overall, tree pollen is our problem right now. All right, so this is the drought monitor. It comes out every Thursday, shows you where it's been dry across the U.S., different levels of drought from low to moderate to high. And look at the Midwest right now, a severe drought in areas there. For us, though, not so much, right? It's been kind of a wet winter and a wet spring, and now we're looking pretty good across our region, although a couple of areas here could use a bit of rainfall. And guess what? There is some rainfall on the way for us this weekend. I know, timing not great. Lots of clear skies out there today, just a gorgeous day across the entire area, but there is some stuff on the radar. That's this system here. This is an upper level low. Again, these things kind of just meander. They don't move very quickly at all. That will join forces with this system over here, and that's going to bring us a couple days of cooler temperatures, some wind, and some rain, likely beginning late tomorrow night and then lingering through Saturday into Sunday and probably into Monday as well. Futurecast shows, so tonight, no issues at all. Tomorrow morning, no issues at all. Increasing clouds tomorrow evening. Still dry, though, for tomorrow. And then here we are Saturday midday looking at showers and maybe a couple thunder showers around. A couple of these could give us some locally heavy rainfall Saturday night into early parts of Sunday morning. Okay, so here's our big picture out there right now, looking at clear skies across our neck of the woods, but the tropics are getting active. There are no less than 3 systems out here we're watching right now, likely to travel south into the Caribbean Sea, but we'll watch that if they do decide to turn north early parts of next week. Our forecast ends tonight, though, looking at mostly clear skies. Some dense fog is likely once again. Look for low temperatures down near 50 for tomorrow. All right, partly cloudy, highs back near 80. We'll take it with a southwest breeze around 5 to 10. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 81, a bit cooler, a couple of rain showers around Saturday. Sunday, a couple of thunder showers around 76. Monday, rain chance 72. And that's a high temperature hanging out in the 60s on Tuesday of next week. Beth and Peter?
Wow. Well, here's hoping that, there's some relief this weekend and we can enjoy, part of it outdoors.
We shall see.
We will.
I'm still willing it into existence.
Yep,
We're
me too.
Out of existence for that.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All righty. Well, there's still more to come. Stay with us.
Skudik & Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit SkudikandBloom.com or call 844-SKUDIK.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
The first ever Mazda CX-50, purpose-built for the outdoors. With our most advanced driving technology for responsive, consistent performance, on-road and off, that entices you to go further, more often.
Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, Discover what farming value is all about.
I like to think about courageous optimism by thinking about the question, do you have the courage to be optimistic? Not every day is a great day, but when it's not, do you have the courage to turn it around, be optimistic, serve the customer, and help them reach their dreams? I'm Tony McKim, I'm President and CEO of First National Bank. I had a wonderful interaction with a new customer just last week, and he said, all I want is a bank that doesn't hold me back. Well, we're not going to hold you back.
Tonight, the urgent search for the missing tourist submarine. Plus, from rare tornado strikes to heat indexes approaching 120 degrees, the evidence of rapid climate change. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Finally tonight, just imagine you're hanging out with the fam on a Saturday night and you hear a noise. You go to check it out and find that you have a very large visitor on your back deck. Well, at around 10 p.m. on Saturday, this bear decided to make a visit to the bird feeders at a home in Ellsworth. The owner tells us that it stayed for just about an hour, pulling down the feeders one by one, having itself a little picnic, and then going back for more. Now, at one point, the bear even came up to the French doors to say, hey there, and to see what the family was doing. Kristen Renbarger says that the bear had a pleasant face, so she wasn't really scared, but it did make a bit of a mess. Now, the funny part, they say the bear let itself out by lifting the latch on the fence and strolling on out of there.
Just proves that those are very, very smart creatures.
Yeah,
and,
they're not scared. They're not scared.
Yeah, or bothered whatsoever.
No, not even a little bit.
No.
Kind of cute though, still.
Oh,
From a distance.
Absolutely.
From a distance.
Behind glass.
All right, folks, that's all for us. Good night.
Good night, everyone.